everyone. Welcome to Brainwaves and Banter. Today, I wanted to talk about a topic where we come across in our life every day. We experience it at every point in our life, and I just wanted to. I don't think we usually give it a name as such, but I just wanted to talk about. Low maintenance and high maintenance friendships, and are they mutually exclusive, or what kind of friendships do you guys prefer? And I just want to talk about how I would define them, and how what kind of friendships I generally would prefer. So I think I used to be a mix of both, maybe. So just let me just give you a brief, idea of what my description of a high maintenance friendship is. I feel like high maintenance friendships are like you have to invest a lot of time and energy, and it's mostly the emotional energy we're talking about. And I also feel like there needs to be that constant touch, constant figuring out, like asking them about their whereabouts or how they're doing at that point in life, and constantly checking up on them and things like that. I feel these are high maintenance friendships, and I feel like once you lose that connect, or once you stop asking questions, and once you stop putting in that effort, it might rupture the relationship. Whereas I feel low maintenance friendships are like, a person exists, like, you can reach out to that person at any point of time in your life. But that doesn't mean you take them for granted. Like, there's no pressure at all to, like, it's been so long, so you have to like message that person, otherwise you're going to lose that connect or that bond. I think there's also like more mental peace and stability and less pressure emotionally to be invested. It doesn't mean that you're not giving enough, importance to that friendship. I feel it's just the fact that you're just taking it easy. There's no need to like update each and every aspect of your life to the other person. And I think I would define those as maybe low maintenance friendships. And I feel like me, on a personal level, I feel I used to be a mix of both of these, which means what I would expect from the other people as kids, I guess, before engineering, things like that, before my undergrad. As kids, school and other places, I used to expect, or maybe it's the environment around me. I used to think like the more you talk, like you used to have that concept of best friends, and there are only two best friends, and if there's a group of three, you like the third person is always like third wheeling, like it's like you don't know if you're really a best friend or whose best friend you are. So I've seen situations like that as a kid, and I think those that stage is where, when if you don't put in that effort, especially when you belong to a group of three, and if you don't put in that effort, you used to like feel like you're missing out on things, and you don't like you're not participating. It's similar to fear, like fear of missing out, like FOMO, right? And that way, if you're not like constantly or spending time with the other two people, you feel like you might like be left out or something like that. So I think that can be a high maintenance friendship, maybe. And I've like seen so many this sort of groups and friendships when as a kid. And eventually, I think it also depends on age, right? So eventually, as we were growing up, eventually there came a point where you know that the other person is there, like you can reach out to that person. So I don't have to like constantly send in good morning and all those messages. I don't have to like constantly call the other person and ask like how was your day, or because we know that if there's something important that's happening in their life that needs to be shared, we know that we are one of the few people they reach out to first to actually tell what happened in their life. So I think um, eventually I've become a kind of person where I'm like very comfortable, very chilled and laid back with low maintenance friendships, because there's like no like mental pressure to actually make time. And because I know with time every one of us get busy with our own life, be it work or be it family in general. And I think making time for friends is not something which is impossible, but it's just that you're preoccupied with so many things around you. You have like less energy left to make strike that conversation, is what I feel. So even with all of this running in the background, just say, for example, like on a random day, you just call a friend, a close friend of yours, and you start talking and you share your experiences. You agree with few things which, are common between you guys, and I think that's more of a healthy form of venting out, maybe. And I feel like those friendships prosper. Like there's no obligation, right? So I feel high maintenance friendships have obligations. Like even when you have like you have to over explain yourself. So if you like have to say no, or if you have to like say that you won't be able to do a thing, feel like you have to over explain yourself to actually justify the fact that whatever you're doing is genuine. And I feel like that's so much of mental pressure and stress, and I think obligation is one thing that shouldn't be there in friendships. And it's okay even if it exists, but it's something you need to talk about and get it sorted, right? Whereas with low maintenance friendships, we know that we can just say no. We know that we can disagree with them sometimes, and I think that works out for the both of them. So I think I think I've eventually come to a stage where I actually appreciate low maintenance friendships more. I feel like that's the stage where I'm at right now. Also wanted to talk about a scenario where do we actually need both kinds of friendships in our life? Because I know it depends on the stage of life where you're in, and we have all like might have seen the shift from one to the other. But I feel like both kinds of friendships are necessary in our lives, because we require high maintenance friendships majorly when we are going through a low phase in life, where there's a person who constantly is there with us, asking us about how we're doing, and constantly keeping in touch. And that's very much needed when you're at that low phase in your life. And you also might enjoy high maintenance friendships where you feel like you need that fire or that energy in your life to get through the day. I think absolutely that's when we feel like we need people around us more, and that's when high maintenance friendships are definitely going to help us. If you feel like you're like overwhelmed with work and life and everything that's happening around you, I think that's where like low maintenance friendships come into picture. Like but like you can share whatever you're feeling, and you can like just hang up and then get back together after a certain time, and then just keep it going. I think that's when low maintenance friendships are for the win. So I think it all depends on the phase in life we are at and what we seek, maybe. And I also feel like the main aspect of maintaining both these friendships is communication in general, because not just friendships but any relationship, we agree to the fact that communication needs to be there. So be it high maintenance or low maintenance friendships, if it's high maintenance, you need to communicate and set boundaries. You can't be expected to like give in your energy and time at all all the time, right? So I think that's where you have to set boundaries. And when it's low maintenance friendships, you can't just like neglect the fact that the person is going to be there and then just take them for granted, right? So I think that's where you have to set a boundary there, saying that I know that you're going to be there, but at the same time I also want you to know that I'm here and you can reach out to me. Maybe that's how we can set a boundary for low maintenance friendships. But whatever it is, I think communication is the key for both of them. I also feel like whatever it is, be it like however we want to term it, or however we want to define it, I feel like at the end of the day, having a friend is very much important. Generally also, there are things where you can share it with family, and there are things where you can actually share it with friends around you. And I've maybe few people are more comfortable sharing it with friends than family, because friends can be for them, friends can be less judgmental, and maybe they've seen them grow through different phases of their life, that they know what their flaws are, and they can help them realize what their flaws are and help them get out of that situation. I think all of this in general really helps a person lead a more peaceful life with people and friends around us, and I think that's very important for anyone. So yeah, I think today I was just thinking about how I'm talking about the mental energy here, and I was just thinking about how we used to like put in so much effort, but now it feels so good, and I'm talking about it in a very positive way, that it feels so good that you can, like, when you're like tune in with your friends or people around you, you can communicate to them like the raw feeling of however you are feeling inside your head, and the people who can understand it without having to feel about over explaining yourself. And so I think I am that person where I feel like when I try to over explain things, it makes me feel like I am feeling the same thing and I'm doing the same thing at that point of time. Why do I have to prove it to someone that that's actually true? If that makes sense. Over explaining, or feeling the need to like obligated to do something just because they might not understand it, or they might have taken it in a wrong way. I think giving more than what we actually want to give is also not a good trait. Maybe, I don't know, but we usually tend to do that because we value the people around us and we value the relationship we have with them. But I think that's something which we have to set a boundary for that as well, to not deplete our resources within us and then just keep providing it to other people. I think this conversation has become very serious, but I think this helps us understand and differentiate what we want and what we don't want in our lives. Maybe that's all I had for today. Like, thanks for tuning in. I just wanted to talk about how things change when it comes to friendship, and I know that in general also, we don't term or label friendships as high or low maintenance. We just term them in a way as if how much energy, like, you have to text this person is something which you schedule or put an alarm for or a reminder for, and do it, right? So I think it's the actions we mostly think about, or we observe, but we usually don't term them as such. And I just wanted to talk about it today, because I just wanted to I myself like realize that I actually feel good. Like, I've realized that I have so many low maintenance friendships around me, like with the people I'm friends with, and it feels so good. And I'm like, what have I done to be so lucky in life to have friends like them, where even if they're just few friends, I think the number doesn't matter usually, right? So it just feels like I don't have to put in so much effort, but at the same time, I know that there's so many people around me, and I think when my friends are going to like listen to this, I know they're going to text me back saying I'm that person. So yeah, I'm talking about all of you. Thank you for being less low maintenance people around me, and thank you for not like depleting my resources maybe. But yeah, I think that's all I had for today. Thank you for tuning in. I am going to come up with more interesting topics very soon, and stay tuned till then. Please like, share, subscribe, and yeah, stay tuned. Thank you.